From Random Skull Guy, could the Vikings trade away Alexander Mattison? Maybe. I think that would qualify in the surprise trade category. I know they've drafted on day 3 in recent years Kenan Nwangu and Ty Chandler, and you've got Dalvin Cook, but I like Mattison. As a former third-round pick, he's been fairly productive. I would say the more likely outcome here is they just keep him on the roster for a year, and then they let him hit free agency and maybe get a comp pick as well. If they do shop him, some teams that could maybe be in the trade market: Arizona, the Saints. As we sit here filming this, the Saints have shown interest in David Johnson. Maybe they sign him, maybe they don't. Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Tennessee are in good shape with their starters. They've got studs, of course, Najee Harris and Derrick Henry. In fact, all these teams have starters-ish. You got James Conner, Kamara/Ingram, Miles Sanders. But a backup running back for, let's say, a mid to late day 3 pick, that could intrigue all 5 of those teams on there.
My mom's favorite musician, Rod Stewart, actually it's the knockoff version, who starts Cam Dantzler or Andrew Booth Jr. Right now there is a serious cornerback battle going on this offseason. Patrick Peterson's going to be one of the starters there in Minnesota, and I believe it could be Dantzler or Andrew Booth Jr. The reason why I'm going to give the advantage to Dantzler is because he's healthy. One of the reasons why Andrew Booth slid down in the draft because he had hernia surgery. So I'll say Dantzler gets the early start, but I actually have Booth as a better overall corner and could be a bigger impact player by the end of the season. Let's go to Beatles Burner. Who's your dark horse MVP? Oh, boy. I mean, I'm not just saying this because I'm a Raiders fan. I do think Derek Carr deserves to be in the discussion because when you look at the overall odds, they are very, very low. You have Devontae Adams, you have Hunter Renfrow, you have Darren Waller, and on top of that, before Derek lost Henry Ruggs, he was probably the front runner to win NFL MVP. If the Raiders win that division with the amount of attention that's going to be around there, I'll say DC is definitely a dark horse MVP. I think Justin Herbert deserves to be in that conversation as well. If you want to get super, and I mean like super dark horse MVP, Tua deserves to be in it as well with all the talent he has around him. Which QB will make the biggest step forward in their career this season? Ooh, really good question. I would say the quarterback that has the most, that can take the biggest step and needs to take the biggest step is Tua. He's got a lot of talent around him. He needs to be the one that people are like, all right, in that draft class, Joe Burrow, Justin Herbert, those 2 players are going to get talked about a lot. Tua needs to get back up into that conversation. But I will say the quarterback that takes the biggest step forward in their career, I don't like saying it because I'm a Raiders fan, I think it's Justin Herbert. I think we're about to see Justin Herbert take the step forward, and it's going to scare some people because what he did as a rookie, what he did as a sophomore, Herbert scares the living shit out of me. I'm not going to lie to you. Join the family right now. Take a second. Subscribe to Chat Sports. Turn on those notifications. That way you never miss a video. We are getting close to 293,000 subscribers. Think about that. It's a crazy number to me. So please, you have nothing to lose. Free videos. Hit that subscribe button.
From Smokey254 McKenzie, who is your top/favorite QB in the draft other than Stroud and Bryce? Who will be the most improved rookie QB from last year? Okay, so first question. I liked a lot of what I saw out of Tyler Van Dyke. There is a tier gap for me after Stroud and Young, but there's also some very intriguing depth beyond Van Dyke, so we'll spend plenty of time on that question, I promise you, throughout the NFL offseason and into next year too. Most improved rookie QB, Davis Mills, Mac Jones have higher floors right now relative to their assumed ceiling, so I'll cross them off the list. Trey Lance will have the biggest statistical improvement since he didn't play that much last year. I think Fields' breakout will come in year 3. I'm hopeful for Zach Wilson. If the Jags can just catch, it will be Trevor Lawrence. There are so many awesome plays on film. Lawrence out there dropping dimes. His guys just can't catch. So I hope it's Trevor Lawrence. Trey Lance, though, is a very intriguing bet as well. And, of course, hopefully Zach Wilson takes a step forward as well.
All right, y'all, totally random question here. We got a bunch of different shows at Chat Sports, and we got a different people that have got different, favorite teams as well. So who do you think is the best team out of all the teams on screen right now? Dallas Cowboys, type DAL, Pittsburgh Steelers, PIT, 49ers, SF, or the Green Bay Packers, GB?
Drell Lewis, extremely hot take. All West Division teams will make the playoffs in the 2022/2023 season. What is your hottest take? Okay, I'll answer the first part there. Yeah, it makes sense. Like in terms of like the talent, if they were in the NFC, if this was the NFC West, I think we'd feel good about all those teams making it there. My hottest take. What do we go with here? Let's see. The Bengals don't make the playoffs this year after they go Super Bowl to not making it, and they just regress a little bit and have that Super Bowl hangover season. Folks, we are also on Rumble. We have free and uncensored content. You can play it podcast style, by the way, on your phone, which I know some of you guys like quite a bit. Sports news, politics, tech, and business video platforms are also available on Rumble beyond us here at Chat Sports. We are growing to platforms you guys use. So give us a follow for free at rumble.com/NFL Daily. That link will be in the comment section, and it will be in the description. From the Ronin 99, what team goes from worst to first this year? It's a great question. A couple teams that jump out to me from that standpoint. Denver in the loaded AFC West has a chance. The Ravens in the strong AFC North have a very good chance. Beyond that, I think it's one of those two teams. I'm not buying Houston or the Giants or the other New York team either. Seattle's rebuilding. Detroit's not there yet. Carolina has no good QB. And the Jags are the Jags. So the Texans were not a worst to first team. So I'm thinking Denver or Baltimore. Now, if you want to stay updated on everything going on around the NFL, hit that big red button and subscribe. These questions on today's mailbag, since we had no NFL Live, thanks NBA Finals, well, they all came from our community page, and our subscribers were the only ones who had access to it. So if you want to be a part of this mailbag and other mailbags, or this type of mailbag, I should say, since it's already been filmed, hit that big red button and subscribe. That way you don't miss out on any of our NFL coverage here at Chat Sports.